There's been a lot of really high quality video footage taken of the most recent solar eclipse here in the United States. Some of it taken with 4K cameras and even higher resolution cameras, but I tried something different. I was using the low end of the fidelity spectrum, using a pinhole telescope and just videotaping the projection screen. Good day, this is Joe Van Cleve, and welcome to Southern Colorado. Welcome to Colorado Springs, actually. I'm in the back patio of my aunt's house in Colorado Springs. We're just a couple miles away from the Garden of the Gods, and her front of her house overlooks Pikes Peak, a beautiful setting. Out here in the backyard, she has a little canyon running behind the property with deer and other animals that come throughout the day. And it's a kind of a cool, partly cloudy now, breezy day, but earlier today we had the partial solar eclipse that we enjoyed. It was partial here in southern Colorado. It was about 89 or 90% full. It was pretty good. It was just a tiny little sliver of the sun that was left at totality. I had made this pinhole viewing scope for this project, and it basically has about a 1 millimeter sized pinhole on the front of this shipping tube, and in the back of the shipping tube, which is right about here, is a makeshift ground glass view screen made from a piece of thin lucite acrylic plastic that's been sanded down on one side. And then I have a light proof baffle that you can view the view screen in there without getting stray light fogging the view screen, and you can also stick your camera lens into here and videotape the eclipse image, the pinhole image on the screen, and that's what I did here with these images. And I was essentially had the camera on a tripod, and I was just holding this tube over the camera lens by hand, so the telescope was moving around quite a bit, and so the pinhole image you'll see on the screen kind of moves around. It did get noticeably darker and cooler. I think the temperature dropped about 10 degrees according to what they said on TV. So this is the view of the sun through my pinhole viewer, and the moon is not quite starting to eclipse the sun, but it will supposedly shortly. Okay, so here is the start of the eclipse. It's about 10:30, and there's a little sliver of the moon that's biting a part of the limb of the sun. This is because it's a pinhole image, it's inverted, but if you look directly at the sun, it would be about 1 or 2 o'clock. Here it's about 6 or 7 o'clock, relatively speaking. We have significantly more of the sun being eclipsed by the moon. We are significantly eclipsed in the light out here. The shadows look, well, the highlights, the sunny part of the sidewalk and street looks dimmer. Well, this is the 45 millimeter lens with the viewing goggles, and I'm just manually focusing out to infinity. f5.6 -3 EV. So this is 1125-ish, 26. I'm in manual exposure mode, f22 at 320th of a second, so trying to cut the light down so it's not so bright. Within about 2 miles of the Garden of the Gods road from Colorado Springs. Well, here we are in the light of the fading eclipse in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Just slightly past our maximum eclipsing. The sun is just a crescent little sliver, and we had a lot of fun out here. So hope you guys were able to see part of it wherever you're at.